Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in. I hope I did not take too long, because I was setting up a bunch of stuff behind the scenes, and I was kind of going through some ideas out loud. So, hope we didn't take too long with that. Let me change. Get this first half of the show rolling. Here it is. I always think the reloading will take less time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome each and every single one of you beautiful people to DKW. I am your host, Phantom Dragon. Tonight, like last week, I'm gonna be flying solo a bit because life happens. Yeah, so a bunch of stuff was happening. My co-commentators can be here because they're preoccupied. I don't hold them up to it, honestly. I don't really. But first match of the night here, we're gonna have a women's tag team match. Now, I'll say this right away. I did not set this up. This was set up by the rivalry between Danny Weaver and Jotun Queen Mjolnir that started going off not too recently. They will be taking on Amaya Knight and Melissa Ewing, so it'll be interesting to see where this goes. Gonna try to see if I can make betting work. Give the betting 10 minutes. Let's hope that this works. I've been trying to tinker with it a bit. So if I press bet 0, go 10. Nope. It's, oh boy. The betting command is different. Yeah, that's more stuff I have to figure out. Let me stop that and reset it. Yeah. So we tried that. Curse your stream elements, yes. Hey Batcow, how are you? Shout out to a good friend. Ready for my day off. How about you? Honestly, I'm doing pretty good. I managed to take some actual time and leave my house, so that's something. So yeah, that was nice. Pretty much just setting up a bunch of stuff for tonight's show. You've seen the shout out, you've seen the clip, you've seen this man before. Mr. Batcow, a really good friend, a really good streamer all around. He's an awesome guy, plays a variety of games. He also likes to play the spooky games, or he's raiding and pillaging in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, from what I've seen. And that's not all he does either. So you can see him really doing anything. The only way you can really know what he's doing is by checking him out and clicking that link right there, giving him a much appreciated follow. With that, get the match started here as I try to figure out some stuff in the background. Ladies and gentlemen, seen her once, you've seen her 1,000 times. The wild child of DKW, Danny Weaver, known for her chaotic style. I think it might just be a good idea to take a hammer to stream elements. Honestly, if Mjolnir is willing to lend me that hammer, I will 100% use it on stream elements. I will 100% use it. Hey, Amity. Give a quick shout out to another friend, Amity Affliction fan. Play a lot of games. A really good streamer, a good friend. It would be appreciated from us and them, respectfully, if you were to go over and give them a follow.
Right now.
We were last playing WWE 2K19, and they run an EFED TFW. Totally fucked up wrestling. I'm pretty sure I got that right. Might have fucked up. So, yeah, let me know if I fucked that up. Next on our way down to the ring. Yeah, the clip was when I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Honestly, it has to be somewhere out there. If the bot was able to pull it up, it has to exist. See, it's using this bot that ancient history arises. Jotun Queen a threat in the women's division. Showed her colors a few times and why she has the title of Jotunheim's finest. She's pretty much ran an absolute path of destruction through everyone who's really been on the other side of her. We're gonna try to see how she gets along. Hey, you got the name of the EFED right? Alright, cool. Danny Weaver, Jotun Queen Mjolnir in the ring. But their opponents.
And their opponents. First, from Seattle, Washington, Amaya.
Maya Knight, a striking prodigy in the world of MMA, decided to change her profession a bit and come to the world of pro wrestling. An interesting shift. One of the few in DKW who has managed to seemingly take her style and without changing it, already blend it in perfectly to the atmosphere. Her style mostly consists of incapacitating opponents through bludgeoning them. So, it's definitely a way to go about it. Our tag team partner making her way down.
and her partner from Beverly Hills, California, the rocker, Melissa Ewing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Melissa Ewing, known for two things: her constant advertisement of chili dogs and her wrestling style. I'm not making this up. Before the show, she had offered me one of her own chili dogs. Wasn't bad. But hey, got that going. Hell of a competitor. We've seen her in a few matches here. We've seen all four of these ladies. They make up the entirety of the women's division here on DKW. But we're going to see how well they can actually play, I guess, together in this match. And already a bit of conflict at the junction. Seems like Knight and Mewing are getting along pretty well. But Jotun Queen and Weaver seem to have a little bit of problems, as Weaver immediately hits Amaya Knight with a backbreaker. I can only imagine bringing so many headstrong competitors together could cause a few clashes, so to speak. Now Danny and Amaya locking up here, collar and shoulder tie up. Knight forcing Weaver right into the corner. Ref gets a clean break here. And immediately, a Knight right back on the attack. Clotheslines Weaver into the corner. Weaver whips Knight into her corner. And I guess they're starting to work together a bit here, as Weaver hangs Knight up on the ropes, and both of them colliding with knee and boot in common. I said combo. That's what I meant. That's definitely what I meant. Anyways. Oh God, driving the knee. Now going here, weapon Knight right into the corner, goes for a clothesline. Is now just unloading on Amaya, showing why she deserves the title of Jotunheim's finest. But every warrior has their slip up, as Amaya Knight drops Young Queen Molyneux with a drop toe hold, and is now starting to mount some kind of comeback. Wants to get along with their tag team partners these days. I mean, yeah, I can definitely see it. Also upset up their lives. Yeah. Honestly, I'm still not over that. Oh, Ewing. It's off a rear view on the top. It looks like Yoni are trying to mount some kind of counter. Missed the forearm though. Versus it. Yoni are whipping him right into the court. Ref, God damn it, stay out of the way. As Mjolnir takes Ewing to the corner. 20 feet in the air and down with authority. Jesus. Driving her right down onto that thinly padded concrete. A whole lot of chaos right there. Now, Jotun Queen Mjolnir unloading on Amaya. I said Amaya. Unloading on Ewing. Seems like everyone's being released these last few days. Yeah, honestly, a lot of people are being released. I'm not sure if, like, I mean, I doubt it, but I'm not sure if WWE is like falling on harsh times, if they're like actually releasing guys all the time now. I don't know, honestly. I find it hard to believe that a multi-million-dollar company is like are in a financial rut, but you think that like guys like Bray Wyatt, with his whole Fiend thing that everyone loves and wants to see constantly, would be like the main draw. You would want to keep him there, but I don't know. Give me a second here. Count of 2 and Weaver kicks out. Vince might just be in drugs and stripping hard. Honestly, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. It's really the only thing that makes sense. Like, I don't know what Vince is on lately, but I don't know. I am thoroughly convinced because I think he said this like when the first thing he said on stage was like fans came back and he just hit him with the where you been. I like to imagine that is literally what Vince is seeing. He did not know there was a pandemic or any of that going. But either that or he's actually has Alzheimer's and that wasn't a bit to get the crowd hyped. Like he legitimately did not know what happened. Those are in play. Oh, whoa! Wait a minute. Weaver and Knight throwing hands back and forth, but I think oh God. Tag team match has fallen to utter chaos as a clash of horns, no pun intended, between Young Queen Mjolnir and Danny Weaver accidentally taking each other out, and it looks like Ewing and Knight are in the driver's seat as Knight hits off a snap suplex on Weaver. I can definitely see him having Alzheimer's, 100%. Like, I'm thoroughly convinced that he has Alzheimer's. Thoroughly convinced. As Knight charges up, has him on the shoulders, and drops her hard on that knee. Tiebreaker from Amaya Knight. Tags in Ewing. And Ewing just gonna take it in. I like it when the scene plays. Honestly, I've never seen that scene before. Like, I've never actually seen that scene play out. Ewing drops it, tries to go for a scissor kick, but Weaver counters, catching her right there, and now drinking it a bit of her own. I completely lost my train of thought. Maybe I'm the one with Alzheimer's. Okay. Has her in a bow and arrow submission here. Scraping her hard over the knees. Maya's in there for a good bit. We might get a tap. Wait a minute, no. Maya might find her way out, or Weaver let go. Tries to hit off a single-legged drop kick, but Weaver on the offense, lighting her up as much as she can, as she brings her in for the pump handle driver. Right there, ref down for the count. We got 1, 2. Oh, but I'm not sure if Ewing kicked out or Knight broke it up, but we saw a bit of a clash there. Young Queen Mjolnir tossing Knight over the top rope. And now Weaver measuring. Tries to aim for that boot in the midsection to go into the Weave of Destiny, but it looks like Amaya Knight. Yep, I'm slow. I think I'm getting Alzheimer's. Ewing kicks her in the gut. Danny has her up, hits the Weave of Destiny into the pin. And a Knight breaks it up. I was surprised about Ric Flair, but then again, given his age, I suppose it's not all surprising. Honestly, I feel like Flair's wasn't that surprising. But I was surprised that he was still like working with WWE. All things considered, it was like I don't know. Like you saw Flair's coming, but I feel like he was more like a retiree than an active part of the roster, or like the show in general. So I was, but I understand if it was over his frustration with the last storyline he was a part of. Oh yeah, I completely forgot the last. Oh crap, man. Now I feel bad, honestly. Thinking back to his last storyline, like, hold on. His last storyline was gonna be him knocking up Lacey Evans, wasn't it? That's something. Ewing drops the knee on Weaver in the opposite corner, but Mistress comes in and breaks it up, getting out of the ring. Ref dodged the swing there. I think so. Yeah. Ewing, I think, now locking in. Hell of a lock there. I've never seen that before, and Weaver taps out. The winners of this match, Melissa Ewing and Amaya Knight by submission. Doesn't look like Weaver's all too happy about it. Doesn't look like Mistress is happy about it either. Bit of a dispute happening in the ring. Argument of words between the two. I don't think. Yeah, I cannot imagine that these two are very happy with each other after that. We've had a bit of an off day, all things considered, but I can only imagine that this will not end so easily between those two. I read that he spoke to Vince about not being comfortable with the storyline with Lacey Evans and requested his release. Honestly, I'm surprised you don't hear that a lot more. Like, with the recent storylines happening, I think throughout the pandemic era, or like even before it, it was just like, I don't know, man. Lately, WWE has been falling into that WWE pattern where they do the same thing over and over and over and over again, and it's becoming like real frustrating altogether. I don't imagine that, like, I don't know. I don't blame them for it. I'll be completely honest. I really don't. Next match on DKW, we have the DKW's own Titan, Dwayne, taking on a familiar opponent in Carter Miles. Yeah. I don't know. Like, honestly, it's getting harder and harder to watch
Making his
WWE
way to the ring,
stuff like that.
from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 350 pounds, Bulldozer Dwayne.
Titan of DKW, known for his hell of a height advantage and weight advantage against most of his opponents. Well, as of late, he hasn't been really racking up a lot of wins under his belt. Interesting thing altogether. Kind of DKW looking to have his run back with Carter Miles. And funny enough, if I remember right, I believe Carter is still undefeated in singles competition. So Dwayne could be the one to put an end to that singles winning streak of Carter Miles. Be interesting to see here. Comes a man with a streak.
And his opponent, from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 245 pounds, Carter Miles.
Carter Miles, a man that has had several wins in DKW, 5 singles wins, and 1 loss on his record in a triple threat match that happened not too long ago. In singles competition, though, he is undefeated, so it's going to be interesting to see if the Titan of DKW can really size up to the undefeated guy here, as immediately Carter showing off a lot of power and planting him. Looks like Dwayne's going to counter back a bit, picking Carter up and slamming him face first into the mat. Jesus. Now the Titan making sure Carter's get real intimate with that top turnbuckle. I watched walk. Okay. Jesus Christ, my brain is scrambled. I watch Raw, NXT, AEW, Dynamite, and SmackDown. My top 2 favorites are NXT and SmackDown. Honestly, NXT is always, I feel like NXT's always been doing good. It's just because, like, Triple H and Shawn, they actually know what the fans want. SmackDown, I feel like has been doing pretty good since the shift to Fox. Honestly, I'm more of a Dynamite guy, but hey, I'll watch them. There's nothing stopping me from watching all of them, except the time on my hands. But not like I do much with that. Carter just unloading on Dwayne now, working over the Titan's arms and all of his limbs. Now he's just locking in. Knee to the lower back and just holding his face in. Dwayne's in this for a bit of a long time, honestly. It looks like Carter's been pretty much dishing out a whole lot of punishment. NXT is the most consistent. Yeah, I agree with you. Definitely see what you mean. Let's go for, I think, a buzzsaw kick. Dwayne tried to run in, missed it. And Carter's right back in the driver's seat. That miss may have cost the Titan big in momentum. Right now, Carter is pretty much maintaining control. But Dwayne looks to turn that around. Hits a hard right hand. Carter just a little bit quicker. Double knees to the spine. To me, Dynamite is alright, but last week pissed me off a little bit. I mean, yeah, I can definitely understand that. Trying to go for a dragon soup. Tried to go for a suplex, countered, instead went for a straight jacket German. Only got a count of 2 off of that bridge. Yeah. I didn't think Dynamite last week was bad. If anything, I feel like while it did like have a lot of the heels winning, or at least like 5-minute women's match, come on. Oh yeah, there was yeah, I feel like when it comes to Dynamite, it's not really in terms of women's matches, I don't think they're very I feel like they know their women's division isn't the strongest, but I feel like they're unaware of like what to really do about it. Like, I feel like as soon as they have that figured out, like they'll pretty much top it. They'll top themselves off. They just need to figure out like how to make the women's division work 100%. Because I feel like in terms of like Dynamite, that's the one thing they lack a lot. Carter into a pin, ref down for the count. The kick out it too from the Titan. Dwayne. Carter measuring him up, tries to go for that kick. Brings her in. Puts him over the head and again driving him into the mat face first. I like Thunder Rosa, but they only gave her 5 minutes. Yeah. I can definitely understand that. Like, I say for, I don't know. I will, how do I explain this? I feel like I wasn't that mad at the match. Because, well, I feel like it definitely could have been better, right? I feel like it made sense given the circumstances. Because if I remember right, Rosa's opponent wasn't that well versed in the ring. So like, if you're telling the story of new guy versus pro, I feel like it would make sense to make it only go on like a few minutes. But 5, I feel like, yeah, it definitely could have went on for longer. But I don't think there was anything too crazy about it. Carter tries to go for a kick. Dwayne catches a double stomp. All that weight being driven down and now just dropping a knee, trying to take over in this match. And I think he's done it. But no, Carter slips out the back door and is now just working on the big man. Going heavy rights, picks him up in a Death Valley driver into the pin. We got 1, we got 2, and a kick out from Dwayne again. Give me 1 second here. walk in and out of my room like not in here doing stuff. A cannonball, Jesus, from the top, 350 pounds dropping on his chest. They didn't give the other girl a chance to show anything. Gotta give him some time. Give them a chance. Yeah, I can see what you mean. I can see what you mean. Carter locks in another crossface. Tell them all to stay the heck out of your room. I try, but the problem is I'm one of like the only people in this house that actually gets up to do stuff for other people. So usually, like, my name is called constantly. You think telling everyone, hey, I'm gonna be doing stuff, and kind of putting up a sign too would just kind of make them go, okay, let's try to do stuff. But it's better to be here. Just Wayne picks Carter up, power bomb, center of the ring, a bit too close to the ropes though, so he transitioned into a Boston Crab, but Carter again gets out immediately. That could have been the end for him right there. As Dwayne drags him to the center of the ring. Rep down for the count. We got 1, we got 2, and we got 3. Dwayne, ladies and gentlemen, may have not had the best outing in DKW, but he is the first man to actually beat Carter Miles in one-on-one competition. Wait a minute, what the hell? The captain. I think after their confrontation last week, I don't think the captain's gonna back down. I think that was a personal message. He could have easily. I feel like that says a whole lot. Could have easily started beating him from behind, but instead chose to stare him down. Oh my indeed. Next match, we have a debuting superstar made by me. Good friend, the Salt Nation. Start beating him from behind. Okay, you know what I meant. Get your mind out of the gutter. Not everything. Not everything. God damn it, oh, I'm laughing. Okay. 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 I didn't mean it like that. I really didn't. My mind's like completely out of the door. See what kind of heat. Not like that. If you haven't already, go check out the Salt Nation. Runs his own E-Fed. Crackdown at SWN. Both his equivalent to Raw and SmackDown. Use a lot of real superstars that you could sponsor. Watch them go, watch them win. And currently, the world champion in that E-Fed is none other than my client, Alistair Black. So if you go down to Salty's E-Fed, I don't know, maybe, just maybe, you might be the one to dethrone him. I don't think that's possible, but you want to give the people a show, make them believe, and then kick them back to reality a bit. As we get on with this debut match of Curry Man. I swear, I know somebody's gonna go back and clip what I said. It's not gonna help, but fuck it. What am I gonna do? I didn't mean it like that, but god damn it, just let it go wild.
Making his way to the ring
Right.
from Limbo, weighing
Should've
in
definitely
at
worded that one better.
150 pounds, the ladies' man, Adam.
Speaking of getting beaten, not from behind, but Thin Bone, ladies and gentlemen. If you've been around with DKW for a while, you would have known this man. Never give up mentality on his back, shines through every time he's in a ring. He's new to Royal Professional Wrestling, hoping, not pinning, hoping that by jumping in the deep end, he'll be forced to swim. Has yet to win a match, but, and god damn it, god damn it, back out. I didn't mean it like that.
And his opponent from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 224 pounds, Super Smooth C.
Ladies and gentlemen, Curry Man, making his debut here in DKW, looking to get his first win against Thin Bone. A bit of what this guy can do on a different E-Fed. And I've seen his real life equivalent too, since Curryman is actually based on a real wrestler. So I'm excited to see what we could definitely see from this match. Mind the fact that my brain cells are currently that my IQ is currently a room temperature in Celsius. Get on with this match. Don't know what Thin Bone was doing there, but I guess he was sliding in place a little bit. He's known to do that from time to time. This Curry Man immediately takes off, now just working on Thin Bone. We know what kind of bone you mean. Oh, for the love of God. I'm never gonna lift this guy. This is just gonna be a running gag. As Thin Bone now starts getting some of his offense in. Whipping Curryman to the corner. Now whipping him to the opposite corner. Runs in. Meets the turnbuckle though. Curryman tries to go for a chop. A little bit of back and forth here. Curryman stops him with the elbow. Slips out from behind. And a Snapdragon suplex. Ref down for the count. We got one and a kick out from Thin Bone. Like I said, back and forth from the both of them. Curryman locking in those arms and now just wrenching back. Whole lot of pain that comes with that, I can tell you that much. Thin Bone on the ground, gets a cheap kick, and now starting to work his... No, I'm not gonna say that. I was getting... No. Now getting momentum in his corner. I'm not gonna say anything else that could sound remotely sexual. I'm not doing it. Ref down for the count and kick out before the count of one. Hitting a hard DDT into the apron. Working. I need to see if I can start like making quotes. I need to see if there's a bot that can actually like start making quotes that like people just type in a quote and that's like numbered, something like Nighthawk says.
There's a bot for that. What do you mean?
I know, but I need to get it set up. It's not that I need to make it, but I need to set it up. He's like, I'm not loaded.
That can block other people's comments for me.
Honestly. Great, man. Turns Thin Bone
So
around.
what do I miss from the fight so far? Matches.
So far, Dwayne was able to stop part of his one-on-one winning streak. That was something. And the first match of the night, we had a women's tag team match. But Danny Weaver and Jotunn Mjolnir look like they're gonna probably clash in due time. Curryman takes it to the outside, flying through the ropes, hits a drop kick on Thin Bone, turns him inside out. Showing a good bit of the Lucha Libre style. He's got blocks a chop and now just working on his opponent. Tries to hit it into Guri, I think. Down to 3 and both of them just going at it. As Curryman gets right back in the ring. Now just unloading. And only imagine the quotes that be saved from chat. Oh Christ. Honestly, that'd be hilarious. Something different, I can tell you on this. Limbo gets out of the ring and now is trapped in the perpetual cycle of exiting and entering a ring. We get
purgatory, and that's both who's in, I guess.
Caught, tossed up into the air and just caught a forearm. Curryman legs on the ropes though on Thin Bone and a kick out at 2. I believe this is the longest we've seen Thin Bone keep up with somebody in a match. It's impressive, but now he's getting out of the ring. Oh boy.
That's last words.
Yep, I can only imagine how it's gonna go downhill from here. As Curryman picks him up, drops him with a Michinoku driver. And now right back to working on those arms. Curryman giving Thin Bone his 15 seconds of fame. Think he might be looking to take that away. Now he's just working on his ribs into the pin. Rep down for the count. We got 1, we got 2. But a kick out by Thin Bone.
Really fighting back.
I think he is, and it's weird. Let me just do that so you can see what's going on. Now just stomping at him. Rayman picking up Thin Bone. Whips him to the other corner, comes running in, and tries to go for a splash. Thin Bone dodges out of the way. Forearm to the back. I think he's looking for a bone breaker. Hits it off.
Thin Bone finally had enough.
Could it be his first win here? We got 1, we got 2, and a kick out from Curryman.
Thin Bone getting back up on his feet, about to go for around, what's 12:35?
Honestly, I think so, but Curryman picks him up right back into that backbreaker. Wait, but drives him face first into the ring. I think that could be it. Rep down for the count. We got 1, we got 2, and we got 3. Curryman
was so close.
Picks up his first win in DKW, but I think we can see a bit of Thin Bone's. I think we see a bit of Thin Bone's strategy working out here.
Little do we know, he was actually just going easy on them the entire time.
Offering a
Dang, Thin Bone, monster. Did I see that right?
Thin Bone just low blow Curryman.
So I did see that right. I ain't tripping.
You're not. Oh shit.
Thin Bone had enough. He wants a salty run back, I assume.
Jesus Christ. Thin Bone nailing Curryman, for lack of a better term, in the bone. Christ.
That was intentional.
Okay, maybe it was, but we're not going to talk about that. Moving on to our next.
Oh yeah, he went up to the window.
Honestly, he didn't walk out with a win, but Thin Bone walked out. Way to put it.
Yeah, with his ball still intact.
Next up, we got Polo Del Diablo taking on Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay making his debut, I believe, last week. Official debut. He's been in and out of DKW, and I think this would be a good official first one-on-one match.
Yeah, love to see it. Love to see it.
But of course, he's not taking on no run-of-the-mill opponent. Man right here is a
Making
threat.
his way to the ring from the pits of hell, weighing in at 278 pounds, the Devil Bird.
Polo del Diablo. Best way to describe this man is smells of fried chicken and can scare the shit out of anybody he's in a ring with. You've seen a lot of his style here in DKW, a lot of striking, a whole lot of flying, and altogether I can safely say that he is a threat in the DKW ring.
Yeah, you never want to mess with a man in a full chicken costume.
Honestly, I think you have to be crazy to really do that. An intimidating presence in this ring. Polo makes his way to the ring. Now looking at his opponent.
And his opponent
Fear the onesie.
from England, weighing in at 222 pounds, the Superstar.
Will Ospreay. A real life pro wrestler. Mostly based in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Had a hell of a track in his singles career. Now decided to sign full-time with DKW. Taking a part of this E-Fed. Already had a hell of a debut against Thin Bone, locking in one submission and making the man tap. And the next match he's in would be a triple threat. Sadly, he'd be one of the first ones eliminated. Looking to have a bit of retribution here against Polo. I can't imagine this be an easy match, but ref rings the bell, and here we go.
I will say to him this, but I'm being summoned somewhere elsewhere. So, remember, shout out to our sponsors, water and grass. Peace.
Thanks for being here, man. Back on commentary on my own, as Thin Bone hits off a hell of a DDT on Ospreay. And a neck breaker to boot. Kind of working on Ospreay, really dialing it in here. As of track records, at least in DKW, I'd say Polo is probably the man to look at, but thanks for the host, Jerry. Now Polo and Ospreay going back and forth here. Polo gets dropped on the upper back, and Ospreay's in control here and hits off another moonsault. Now just working on Polo. The fans are resonating with him a bit as he's stomping Polo over and over again. Ospreay up to the top and a moonsault. Another one on Polo. We got one and a kick out from Polo. I did get that right. That was just my mind stuttering. Shoulder tackle from Polo. A shoulder tackle from Polo floors Ospreay. Ospreay returns the favor. And again, showing off to the crowd. I can only imagine if you're going to show off that many times, it might come back to bite you. But right now, it seems to be doing him some good. Oh, it nails a boot. There. Osprey from the top. Oh, tried to go for a diving DDT, but missed it. Hits a jawbreaker on Polo, though, but Polo looked like he's mounting a bit of a comeback as he hits him with a Hurricane Rana. Now Polo whipping Osprey into the ring. And following suit, Osprey right back up on his feet. A bit of back and forth. What? What the fuck? Let me just, is there any way to... Okay, he's just stuck. Okay, then. Not sure what... Okay. Pretty sure that wasn't gonna go well no matter, no matter the situation. Back out, do you think you could, explain Polo's, Okay, the 2K ton. Yeah. That's new. I've never seen that bug happen. But I guess continuing the match here. Polo pretty much taking it to Osprey. Pop-up Hurricane Rana by Polo onto the aerial assassin. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell happened there. Now dropping him. Ref down for the count. We got one and a kick out from Osprey. Polo's being a little chicken. A little bit. Osprey hits off a German suplex. Hits the Polo right in the gut. Osprey now mounting. It's not even trying. Successfully mounting a bit of a comeback. Trying to get momentum back into his corner here. And nailing the chicken in the head with those kicks. Trying to nail up a forearm. Polo counters, hits him with his own Hurricane Rana. Now it looks like the chicken's in control. Osprey with a punch to the gut. It's a predicament. I think tried to go for another Hurricane Rana, but missed it. And now Polo working on the legs of Osprey. Just wheeling him in, but Osprey working, punching the legs of Polo, getting him to release that hold, and now just unloading, but the chicken hits him with a sunset power bomb. Bit too close to the ropes to make a pin, though. I think the chicken looking to dial it up with the area code shot. Now pulling him towards the center of the ring. Ref down for the count. We got one. We got two. And a kick out of two from Osprey. A bit of back and forth. Osprey nails a kick to the gut. Brings Polo in for a suplex. Keeps it locked. Been going for a second one. No. Takes it around the back. Drops him. Bit of blocking from what the... Oh god! I think Polo threw us all for a loop there. He just bombed Osprey right in the face. Hits him with the 3-piece. And Polo rolls him up. Ref taking a bit long to get down for the count. We got one. We got two. And another kick out from Osprey. Polo, I think, a bit upset with the ref on how long he took to count there. One more back and forth. Well, Osprey getting the better of that exchange. Putting the bottom of his boot to Polo's face mask. Brings him up in for a sit-out power bomb. Put all of his weight into that one. Try to kick his foot in his gut, but wait. Polo counters with an arm drag. Now the chicken's right back on top. Not for long as Osprey kicks the chicken right off of him. Now Osprey measuring Polo, kicks him right in the gut. Brings him up. And hits him with a Stormbreaker. Into the pin. We got one. We got two. And a kick out at two from Polo. Osprey, I think, playing up the crowd a little bit. Hits him with a moonsault. Crowd seems to like that. Starting to come to life here. It's now Osprey. Hits off two clotheslines. Ducks under. And hits him with a drop kick. Osprey's feeling it. Now Polo forces Osprey off of him. Now trying to take over a bit. Chicken looking for it again. The feint tiger kick. Area code shot. But now going up to the top. I think Polo's looking to finish this. Corkscrew moonsault, but no, Osprey gets out of the way. Osprey narrowly avoiding that. Chicken goes running in, catches nothing but turnbuckle. Osprey tries to hit off a drop kick, and now Polo hitting him over the head, throwing him over to that corner, flies in with a forearm, getting a bit fast with the action here. As Polo locks in the bow and arrow submission. Osprey in a dangerous spot here, but gets out of it, or Polo lets it go. I'm not really sure. Polo brings him in. Now dragging him over to the ropes. Tries to go for some, but Osprey ducks right under it. Now just kicking at the leg of Polo. Maybe he's looking for some drumsticks. I'm not sure, but now Osprey's in charge. Placing Polo on the ropes. Whipping him over. Osprey rebounds with a handspring. Cutter! Nails it off center of the ring. Osprey goes in from behind, rolls him up. Brings him over, I think, with a roll-up suplex. Interesting move there. And a kick out at two. I've never seen a move like that before. So now Osprey takes off to the top rope. Press. Osprey perched. Oh! Hits him with a hell of a high-fly move and a kick out at two from Polo. I'm not even sure what that was. Now Osprey going right back up to the top. Turns it around. Inverted 450 splash on the chicken. Apollo counters, gets right back up with a shoulder tackle, and now he's in charge. Tries to hit off a high kick. Osprey catches it, evades it, tries to go for a springboard cutter, misjudged it. Polo tries to hit him with a kick, but Osprey counters with a dragon screw leg twist. And now hits him with a standing moonsault. Throwing those out like he made them himself. Polo goes for a rake of the eyes, backs Osprey up into the corner. Goes over, hits him with the elbow, but wait a minute, I'm not sure where he's going, but around the turnbuckle. Hits him with a modified area code shot. Now Polo measuring him up. Flies over. Oh, I think trying to hit him with a Dragon Rana, but Osprey sidesteps it. This is definitely an interesting match with all the glitches. Honestly, yeah. I thought we were just gonna have a normal match here. Bit of high flyer in there, but looks like 2K wanted to make it a bit interesting as Polo flies off the top rope. Diablo sauce! Now into a pin. Ref down for the count. We got 1, 2, and no, another kick out by Osprey. PK is a little too excited, yeah. And now a standing moonsault from Polo to Osprey. Polo going straight to that top rope. Not sparing any time. Looks like he's waiting for Osprey to get up, measuring him. 2K is a little too excited. I think 2K is oh Christ. Going for it again, but I think over flapping his wings a bit too much as he misses that. As he misses that dive from the top. Honestly, at this point, oh, Osprey hits off a tornado DDT from the corner. Osprey measuring, kicks him in the gut, locks in both arms, takes him up, and hits him with another Stormbreaker. Into the pin, we got one, we got two, and no, another kick out from Polo. Osprey cannot believe it. Last night, match glitched so bad that I had to restart it. Honestly, 2K, I think 2K19 realized like, oh, wait a minute! Hits off the Hurricane Rana from the heavens down to earth. I think 2K is just kind of letting its stuff rock with the fact that it's just kind of sitting there going, wait, I have a sibling. I have a sibling, 2K22. That's gonna be a functional game. Okay, then I don't have to stay intact anymore. Just kind of throwing that out the window. It's the aerial code shot again, trying to go for that corkscrew moonsault, but once again misses it. Crowd on gated breaths. Polo hits off a sunset power bomb on Osprey, but no, a kick out from Osprey. One wrestler got stuck on the top turnbuckle. Oh shit. Honestly, I've never had stuff like that happen until like recently. I want to say the game is just... Oh, wait a minute. Tries to hit up that corkscrew dive again. Polo puts both of his knees up. Catches Osprey flying again for another Hurricane Rana. I find it funny that he can hit these out of the ring, but in the ring is where his issue is. Maybe he likes flying a bit further. I don't know. Polo hits him with the FU and hits him with a second one. Two FUs of Osprey. Trying to go for something else. Count of 5 from the ref. Both of them missed whatever moves they were going for, but Osprey has Polo up on his shoulders and drops him. I think Polo just got busted open. Going around looking for a DDT, but Osprey countering, count of 8 from the ref. Remember, DKW ruling. We have it to a count of 20. Oh, as Osprey hits a boot off, gets right back in. I hiccup. Gets right back in before the count of 10. Osprey from the top, corkscrew. Again, hitting that same maneuver. Could that be it? We got 2, and we got 3. Will Osprey pulling off a hell of a win in a hell of a hard-fought match. GG to both competitors. Looks like both of them, no matter what kind of fight they put up, they know they had a hell of a match. Sign of respect between the two wrestlers here. Both of them had a whole lot to prove in this match, and I think they delivered big time. Even though 2K got a little bit glitchy, the match was just that good. Quick punch him in the dick. It was a Naughty Kittens taking on the Frozen Ice Queens in a tag title match, a tornado tag elimination match. Frozen Queen Anna was eliminated, and the Naughty Kittens kept going in each other's way. Oh. I can only imagine there's a whole lot of collision there. Maybe they were both looking to be the one to get that final pin. Moving on to our next match here, as I struggled to get open a bottle of water because the casing around the goddamn bottom of it is busted. Great. Second there. There we go. Moving into our main event of the first half of the show, we have Captain Cowbeard taking on Phantom. Saw Captain Cowbeard a bit earlier after Dwayne defeated Carter Miles. Captain Cowbeard, the first person
Making his way to the ring from the Caribbean, weighing in at 287 pounds, the Captain C. Beefcake.
I think Polo Sector attire would scare his opponent's submission. Honestly, I think it might. It just might. Cowbeard making his way to the ring. Saw him earlier. Get in the face of the Titan. Have to get the C wiggles in. Saw him get in the face of the Titan. Dwayne, after beating Carter Miles in a hell of a match. We don't know much about the captain, but out of just that, we know that he's not one to try to strike you while your back's turned. He wants you to go face to face. One interrupted the other when she went to the top turnbuckle, so she got stuck. Oh boy. Phantom making his way to the ring. Not sure if, I think JoJo might have passed out. Captain Cowbeard reminds me of someone? Huh. Who could that be? I only wonder. Small world. Maybe you've seen him before. I just realized the music. There was none. Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz. Yep, that makes sense. Definitely Ted Cruz. Definitely Ted Cruz. Has to be Ted Cruz. I can't imagine it being anyone else except Ted Cruz. Ref rings the bell. Both of them meet at the center. Phantom tries to hit off another elbow. Just fast and furious, these two, right out the gates. Whoa, wait a minute. Both of these two just going at it. Jesus. Ramp the speed up a bit, why don't you? Right out the gates going 100 miles. Now starting to slow things down a little bit. Cowbeard just taking over in this match. Cowbeard showing up a bit of the power over Phantom. Showing why he's the captain of his ship. As now he tries to nail off a kick. Phantom blocks it, tries to slide in, take out the captain's legs, but Captain catches him, brings him up for a suplex. Phantom trying to get back to his feet. Captain laying in forearms over the head, and now just the headbutt right there. Oh, tries to go. I think rushing in, I'm not sure for what, but Phantom countered with the Japanese arm drag. Tried to go in for a little bit, but missed, and Captain Cowbeard immediately taking advantage. As now the captain brings Phantom up and drops him right on the leg, shin breaker. Just working on him. Now Phantom gets out of that predicament, lands the captain on his back, but I think taunts a bit too soon. As the captain gets right back into the ring, drags Phantom over to the corner. Ref, Jesus Christ. You're trying to get knocked down at this point. We haven't had a ref knocked down in DKW. We're trying to keep it that way. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. We keep that one. I forgot about that. Oh! Captain hits off a knee. Damn it, ref. Damn it, ref. The captain picks Phantom up. Brings him, drives him right back down, face first. Ref down for the count. We got one, we got two, and a kick out before two, I think. It's split second before two. Now the captain measuring Phantom. Goes around and drops him high on the neck. Right into a pin again on Phantom. We got one. We got two. And a kick out from Phantom. Captain now just walking around trying to figure out what he has to do. Phantom slips out the back door, takes out the captain's leg, and is now he's in control. Not sure for how long though, unless he gets some good offense in. Phantom charging in, hits a forearm, knocks the captain off the turnbuckle, and now I think it's a safe time to start taunting. Phantom ascends to the top, measuring the captain now. I'm not sure what he's going to do all the way up there, but if he misses, it's going to be big consequences as he hits off a DDT all the way from the heavens on the captain. Now trying to nail off a kick. Captain counters, brings him in for a suplex. Phantom lands on his feet and transitions it right into a neck breaker. Calvary and Phantom just going back and forth, throwing forearms, throwing whatever they got at each other. As Phantom catches the forearm, strikes back at the captain. And now they're just using the full 20 count in DKW to really go at it and do whatever the hell they want on the outside. As long as the ref doesn't count to 20, they can spend as much time as they want out there. And again, driving the captain's face right into the ring post. Count of 10. Again, the count would go all the way to 20, but I'm afraid if these two don't knock it off, there may be a problem. Count of 13 here. Count of 14. Phantom looks the captain right into the ring. Got a bit too close for comfort there. I legitimately thought I would have to restart the match. He now tries to go for another elbow. Captain counters, kicks him in the gut, brings him in. And the captain says, drink it in, but Phantom starts nailing off forearms, or punches, fighting him off, and hits the elbow, flooring the captain. Now a stomp to the face. Phantom going off the ropes. He hits a knee lift into that neck breaker. Now just working on the captain, locks in a submission on the captain, but a bit too close to the ropes. Ref calls for a break. Phantom turns the captain over. A little bit of whatever you could do, I could do better. As Phantom hits off a deadlift powerbomb on the captain. Count of 2 and a kick out. Now Phantom measuring the captain. I think looking for the origami driver, flipping through his pants a bit. He brings him in and drives him down on the neck. Ref took a bit too long to get down for the count. We got 1, 2, and we got 3. Phantom wins the match in the first half of the show, the main event. GG. I'm not one to usually question stuff like this, but I think the several times that Phantom sent Cowbeard into the turnbuckle definitely helped him out. All things considered, congratulations Phantom for getting that win. GG, as we head off to set up the second half of the show
Here
here.
is your winner, the Phantom.
As we switch gears into the second half of the show, give me a sec to set everything up and I will be right back. Hey, controller, please stop being a butt. Controller. Knock it off. Very fucking annoying. Yeah, I think that's good stuff. Second show. Gabriel definitely got a good taste of the pole. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely got a good taste of the pole. And he's getting rammed into it again and again. Moving on to our second half of the show here. That's a burp. Tom earlier in his debut had a hell of a match against Bob the Job. Not Bob. It's not Bob. Thin Bone Jabron. My mind is scrambled. Jesus. Carter Miles gonna be taking on Curryman after Curryman's successful debut. Though I can only imagine that he's gonna get his payback against Thin Bone Jabron eventually. This man on his way down to the ring. Carter Miles. We've seen him earlier tonight. Apparently JoJo can't apparently she can't announce, and 90% sure she passed out drunk, so that's something. Seen Carter earlier taking on the big man Dwayne. Of course he lost that match, losing his first singles, but I'm pretty sure it won't be long until he starts racking up wins again. You can also say the same about this man, Curryman. Had an impressive debut match against Thin Bone Jabron. Definitely made everybody know his name, but I would say there was a definite roadblock in the fact that well, Thin Bone decided to get a little bit cheap. So Curryman doesn't seem to be worried about it. I asked him about it earlier if he planned to fight Thin Bone again, but he just looked at me, smiled, and said, "Don't worry, I have somebody for that." Now, I'm not sure what he meant by that, but I can only imagine that I have to take it at face value. He probably has someone to help with that, so I don't know. Ref rings the bell, and here we go with this match. I had the feeling it was going to be a lot of measuring each other, but looks like Curryman quick to drop Carter right on his neck, and now just going to work. But Carter counters immediately, and now just starts stomping. Curryman hits a jawbreaker and a Tierras. Now he's in the driver's seat, showing off a bit. Carter gets out of the ring, right back in, and hits a deep DDT on Curryman into the pin, and a kick out before one. Carter brings him over to the ropes, sends him out. I think Carter is looking to fly a little bit as he goes through the ropes. Wait, no, DDT! The ref starts the count as Carter tries to go for a buzzsaw kick. Curry lays one of his own. Carter catches it, counters with a knee. And a good bit of back and forth on the outside. There's a lot. A lot of stuff we're used to here in DKW. The 20 count rules, I could only imagine that wrestlers will be using that to their advantage, dishing out as much pain as possible on the outside for getting into the ring. And again, Curryman hits that swinging, I'm gonna call it a swinging neck breaker, modified swinging neck breaker from what I can see. That's when Thin Bone comes to hit him in the dick again. Oh crap. Curryman stretches out the arms and now goes into a pin, but a kick out. These two, I can say confidently, these two have very different styles in a ring. I can say that 100% confidently. As Curryman has Carter up and, ooh, not working on his ribs. Like same he did Thin Bone. Kicks him over and just measuring him. I think looking to put this one away a bit quick as he picks him up again. Not wasting any time like he did before, driving him face first into the ring. No one can say Curryman doesn't know how to turn up the heat, but Carter didn't stay down for long, got up, catches the forearms and a snapdragon. Putting in the ropes though, and the ref has to call for a break. Carter getting better. Curryman there, putting him down to the floor, picking him back up, whipping him to the ropes. Oh, and hits an elbow to the side of the head of Curryman. Wasn't the most calculated thing you'll ever see, but hell, it did some damage as Curryman strikes back with a lariat and drops a knee on Carter. Now Curryman off the ropes, showing off his moves as he hits a leg drop. Been a bit jiggy with it. He heads up to the top. Oh, trying to hit off a shooting star press. Catches the knees but keeps right back up. From what I've heard and from what I'm seeing, he's delicious and resilient. As now he puts his legs on the ropes, trying to go for a pin. Carter gets out of that one pretty quick. Curryman whips him to the corner, comes in with a splash. Oh, and I think he's going for the full worm. Dancing his heart out as he hits an elbow connecting to Carter's. Curryman turns him around and again picks him up. I think looking for that rib breaker. Dragging Carter out towards the center of the ring. Curryman hooks the leg. We got one. We got two. And a kick out at two from Carter. Now Carter measuring. Curryman measuring Carter. Brings him in. It looks like he's going for a sleeper hold. I think the Coquina clutch, but Carter has it scouted, hits a mean headbutt to his mouth and gets out of that. Honestly, that was probably the smartest move he could have done. Any longer in there and that could have been bad. As he drives Curryman's back into the ring. Carter measuring him, kicks in the knee off of the ropes and hits the last shot. Brings in the leg. We got one. We got two, and a kick out by Curryman. Now Carter, I guess trying to piece together a strategy while keeping the momentum in his corner, hitting a double knees to the spine of Curryman. Pulling him right back up, kicks him in the gut, brings him in, pump handle, drops him on the knee. That's gonna do a hell of a lot as Carter cries out to the crowd heading up to the top. I think looking to put this away. Measuring Curryman. Curryman slowly getting back up to his feet. Double axe handle, no misses. Curryman hits the back of Carter, flatlines him into the pin. We got one, we got two, and a kick out at two from Carter. Carter getting some distance, trying to recuperate a bit on the outside, but Curryman not gonna wait, takes to the sky, tries to drop an elbow, catches him right before Carter can nail off a shot. drops him on the apron. Lurking and keeping a tab up. Much love to you. All right, Jesse. Thanks for the lurk. And let me hit you with a shout out. Ladies and gentlemen, Jesse, yes, a good friend of the stream, good friend to me, the channel and community, all around. Everyone loves Jesse. So why not show them how much you love him? Give him a follow. He runs his own, I think, all women's wrestling e-fed, DLL, where his lovely, lovely ladies go out to the ring and show you what they can do in a fight. So I suggest you go over there, give them a follow. They're really fun to hang out with, really fun people all around, and me and them will both appreciate you giving them a follow. Carter unloading on Curryman there. I think he's looking to put it away with a sunset DDT. See if he can hit it or not, but no, Curryman counters with a hell of a knee. Brings him in, I think for a shin breaker. Dragon leg twist, but Carter kips right back up. Tries to hit him with the knee, but Curryman just flooring him with a cheat sound combo. A very, very near miss. Can only imagine results. Ref ducks out of the way. Curryman works his way out of the corner. Backflip onto his feet. Guy's fast, Brazilian, and he got some acrobatics in his corner. Now we take the forearm to Carter's face. Brings him up on the shoulders again. And drops him, rib breaker. Wait a minute, but getting a little bit cheeky, taking off the top turnbuckle. Turns him around again and looking for the Coquille to clutch a second time. I'm not sure if Carter can get out of this. This might be the end of the match. Either he's gonna tap or pass out, but wait, Carter escapes out same way as he did before with that headbutt. Looks like he was measuring him for a split second, but Curryman turned around, kicks him in the knee, off of the ropes, heading in with a full head of steam, hits the last shot, knee strike. Ref down for the count. We got one, we got two, and we got three. Carter may have come off the back end of a loss earlier in his singles record, but shows it's not gonna stop him. Showing a bit of respect. Respect received by Curryman. Both these two put a hell of a war. Absolute clinic. Beating the life out of each other. I can only imagine that this, honestly, wouldn't be the last time we see him in a match. Off the back of what happened in the first end of the show, I thought it would be a bit more ceremonial to throw them into a ring together. Last time they were in a ring, we had to reinforce the place because shit got crazy. Now, I pray to God that we won't have that. The outside will stay intact because we're about to have chaos, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I have to say. And I will be right back because I have to use the restroom really quick.
Making his way to the ring from the Caribbean, weighing in at 287 pounds, the Captain C. Beefcake. his opponent. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 350 pounds, Bulldozer Dwayne.
I am back. It's that familiar guy again. It's Click. He knows those butt wiggles anywhere. Cowbeard going with Dwayne. Dwayne immediately throwing Cowbeard over his shoulder. Not giving a single. Oh, God. Now a leg whip. Cowbeard is taking control. I expect this match to be a hell of a back and forth. A lot of fighting between these two because of how much they fought. Neither of these two are the kind to back down from a fight. And I can imagine that you're going to see a whole lot from the Captain and the Titan. Now Cowbeard laying in kicks again and again to Titan as Dwayne hops up, plants the Captain again. And now drops the knee. Tries to lay off the pin, but a kick out at one. Another kick from the Giant. Dwayne locks in the arms around him, picks him up, and plants him down with a deadlift power bomb. That's my throat again. Now Dwayne running up and kicks the Claymore kick on the Captain. We got one, we got two, and a kick out from the Captain. Dwayne measuring the Captain, picks him up, transitions into that F5, and now hooks in the leg again. We got one, we got two, and another kick out from the Captain. Captain taking a whole lot of abuse in this match, just a whole lot of punishment, but he doesn't show any signs of giving up. But oh God, I can only imagine how long this is gonna be. The big man's perched on the top rope, and it's scary to see him fly as he hits him with a hell of a forearm from the top. That might be it. We got one, but a kick out at one from the Captain. Captain showing he's not one to give up under pressure, but Jesus, I'm not sure what got lit up in Dwayne, but it is a firestorm. Now just reeling in the arm, but it looks like the Captain starting to mount a comeback here as he picks Dwayne up, drops him with a Uranagi. Captain hits off a forearm and now just reeling back, I think on the nose of Dwayne. Plants his face to the mat and a curb stomp. Captain's back in control, measuring the Titan here. Looking to put him down with a headbutt. Second one. As he hits the third. I think I'm gonna start calling that the Bermuda Triangle. As ref down for the count, we got a count of two and a kick out. Actually, now I think about it, Back out. What do you think of the Bermuda Triangle as a name for like the 3 headbutts? Calvert kicks him in the gut. Going off a bit again. He brings him in and drives him into that mat. Captain taking the long way up to the top. Drops the elbow on the back of the head of the Titan, and the Titan's out of the ring. Calbeard is taking it in. Taking a breath. I think it's the wrong moment as Dwayne hits a back elbow. Goes for a dragon. No! Straight jacket German! Grab down for the count. We got 2 and a kick out. Thank you. No problem, Jesse. As Dwayne hits off a suplex. Second one. And goes for the trio. 2K, please do not crash on me. That whole lag thing you were doing there is terrifying. We need you. We need you fully functioning. At least until the new game comes out. Captain hits off the double knees. Now just taking it to the Titan. Builds him up, but Dwayne counters with a European uppercut. Now brings him in and hits him with a Northern Light suplex. We got 1. We got 2 and a kick out of 2 from the Captain. Dwayne is jittering a little bit as the Captain takes control again. Dragging him to the other corner. Hits a headbutt and Dwayne is busted open. Jesus, that was gnarly. Now Captain Cowbeer up on the top. Slides through the air with the elbow. And reels in the leg. We got 1. We got 2 and a kick out. Tries to hit off a drop kick, but Dwayne slides right out of the way. Rolls him up. Lifts him high into the air and a power bomb. Titan of DKW standing tall right now. As Calbeer counters and now he's in charge. A bit of back and forth here, but from the skylines. Hits a drop kick. Floors the Titan now into the pin. We got 1. We did not get 2. As Dwayne kicks out. Captain nails off a kick, but I think Dwayne might have just hulked up to meet him. And now he's just unloading. Half of those shots just missed the Captain though, as he hits off that punch to the gut. Now just reeling back again. Flexing his head to the curb stomp. I stumbled on like several words there. Now Calbeer lifts Dwayne up and drops him. The power of the Captain. We got 1. We got 2 and a kick out at 2. The Captain cannot believe it. Captain tries to go for more. Dwayne sweeps out the leg from underneath the Captain. Now lifting him high into the air, showing why he's called the Titan. Drops him. I think that's easily a 7-foot drop. As now Dwayne measures the Captain, brings him up on the shoulders, transitions right into the F5. And reels in the outer leg. This might be it. We got 1. We got 2. But another kick out from the Captain. He is not staying down. Dwayne is beside himself. He cannot believe that the Captain is still going with all this punishment. Maybe looking to end it here as he hits a deadlift wheelbarrow suplex. Dwayne looking for a bit more, but the Captain counters again. Now the Captain's I think exhausted, taking a bit of a knee, trying to figure out what he has to do. I think he might have a plan. As he goes high, hits the double stop to the heart of the beast. As he goes for the pin, we got one, we got two, and a kick out. As the captain picks him up, tries to go for something, but Dwayne just tosses him aside. Tries to set up a forearm. Calvier counters, tries to go in for a headbutt. Dwayne counters with a knee, and Dwayne runs the captain over. I think the big man could be looking to close this out, but Calvier again counters. Hits him in the gut with a kick, just unloading these kicks on the heart of the beast. As now the captain getting thrown into the corner. We have just revved up from 50 to 100 here in this match. As Dwayne puts the captain on top, getting both legs over. I'm not sure what he's going for, but oh shit! Wait a minute, he's going for the superplex. No, brainbuster on the top turnbuckle. And now Dwayne, you can hear his breaths just leveling up as he brings the captain up. Wait, captain counters, drops him right on his head. Now into a pin. We got one, we got two, and a kick out. Captain is trying to figure out what he has to do to beat Dwayne right here. It is a whole lot of back and forth, a whole lot of fighting. As Dwayne hits off a German suplex, hits off a second, and he's going for the trifecta. Now Dwayne rolls him over, looking to get the win over the captain. We got one, we got two, and another kick out by the captain. Dwayne cannot believe it. Jesus Christ. Measuring him again, looking to put away this old seaman as he brings him up, but the captain counters with a DDT. Captain not at all looking to give up as he gets a submission off, but a bit too close to the ropes. Dwayne counters, sticking a foot to the jaw. The captain clotheslines him to the outside. Now Dwayne going all the way to the top and hitting off of, oh no! Captain dodges out of the way, slides into the ring. Now the captain showing off his cannons. Beckoning Dwayne into the ring. Oh, sorry. As Dwayne picks the captain up and it hits a muscle buster. I think this could be spell the end. As Dwayne from the corner running in, Claymore busts the captain open into the pin. We got one, we got two, and another kick out from the captain. This ship shows no signs of docking into port. Is now the captain swinging the big man around, showing that it's gonna take more than a size and weight advantage to stop his rampage. As he brings Dwayne up, powerbomb position, plants him. Watch out for the count. We got one, we got two, a kick out. The captain transitions into that Boston Crab. But Dwayne picks at the leg of the captain and gets out of it. You can only imagine the pressure on the back. Both of these two unwilling to be moved, unwilling to stop, unwilling to back down from this one-on-one encounter. Both of them wanted a war, and they're getting one as Dwayne just throws the captain over his shoulder. Dwayne dragging the captain over to that corner. Now just trying to nail off a forearm. Captain counters with a fist. Back elbow. Back elbow from Dwayne. A forearm. No, captain ducks it. Count of six. Captain gets right back in the ring. And Dwayne follows suit. Both of these two busted open from this war. Captain trying to go for a Uranagi. Dwayne counters with shoulders. Stomps in the captain's chest. Caves it in. Now, I think getting a bit woozy from all the blood loss. As Dwayne picks up the captain again and hits him with a sit-out powerbomb. We got one, we got two, and another kick out from the captain. This match is about as back and forth as I have ever seen it. Two big men looking to kill each other. As Captain goes for something, a shoulder tackle by the both of them. Oh, and a double stop from Dwayne again. Now he just stomps on the side of the captain's face. I can only imagine walking away from this match with a list of injuries, but both of these two don't care. They want to kill each other. And Dwayne again showing off power as he hits another sit-out powerbomb. Doesn't go for the pin. He knows it won't be enough to put out the captain. As he tries to go for a stomp, captain moves out of the way. The headbutts. Wait a minute. Catches him. Two. And looking for the Bermuda Triangle. As he goes for a pin on the Titan. We got one. We got two. And we got three. Captain Cowbeard walks away from this brutal match between the two. I can only imagine after a clash like that, Captain offering his hand, but Dwayne turns it away. He is not happy. That match was about as close can call it. Captain Cowbeard showing respect to a warrior, but doesn't look like that warrior wants a handshake. He wanted his hand raised. Hell of a fight, hell of a collision. Absolute chaos from that match. Both of them looking to kill each other. I can only imagine the brutality of the both of them. Move on to our next match. After a tag team match last week, Young Queen Mjolnir and Danny Weaver, I don't think could wait to get their hands on each other. A little bit too much collision and a clash of interests led them to this point. I can only imagine the chaos. Get down to our, I believe, third match of the night, of the second half of this show. Ladies and gentlemen, Jotunheim's finest making her way to the ring. Jotun Queen Mjolnir. Been on rough shot throughout the women's division. Pretty much showing why she belongs here. Pretty much throwing chaos wherever she goes. Frost Giant with a bone to pick. And who comes to DKW looking for a challenge. Menacing gaze of Jotun Queen Mjolnir. East pierces all. She waits in the ring for her opponent. Wild shot of DKW. Bit of a collision in their tag team match in the first half of the show. I think could only be resolved through a little bit of fighting amongst themselves. Can't always expect two wrestlers to get along easy on a team, especially they're both two big shot wrestlers. There's gonna be a clash. There's gonna be this tension. Problem is, I say with these two teaming up earlier, it didn't take long for that tension to snap.
And her opponent, from Long Island, New York, Danny.
Again, I need to talk to JoJo about that, because that is gonna get very annoying. Weaver, Mjolnir meet in the middle, collar and elbow tie up. Weaver pretty much has the headlock cinched in. Rolls her over, and now locking in the headlock again. Make sure to hold on to that. Jotun Queen counters, getting her in a leg lock of sorts. Keeping the head between the two legs there. I think she's at an advantage, just locking that one in. Got the better of that exchange. Just again trying to lock in a collar elbow tie up. Weaver sends her to the rope, sends her over to the others. Leapfrog and goes up and over and hits her with a tornado DDC to kick things off. A whole lot of chain wrestling. Now I think they're just gonna start throwing hands. Kick from Mjolnir and a wicked clothesline. Weaver counters with an arm drag on Mjolnir. Now locks in both arms, brings her high and drops her onto the knees. Tries to aim for the kick, but Mjolnir out the back door, turns her around, whips her over to the corner, follows in with a heavy-handed clothesline. Now down into the pin, we got kick out, I think before one from Weaver, and she catches a kick straight to the chest. And now Weaver trying to unload a bit. Mjolnir counters and then hits a hell of a kick across the chest. And Weaver hits off a blue thunder bomb. Ref a bit late to the count, and kicks out before one. Might have to talk to the ref about that. Mjolnir whips Weaver over to the corner, drop down and headbutt to catch her. And another headbutt again. Back-to-back headbutts. We got one and a kick out from Weaver. Only imagine. If Mjolnir goes up top, tries to hit a headbutt again. But Weaver gets out of the way, kicks her in the gut, and I think going for that pump handle driver. And she hits it off into the pin. We got one. We got no, and a kick out before two. Kick out at one from a pump handle driver like that. As Weaver kicks her in the gut again. Brings both arms up, brings her above the head, and goes for the Weave of Destiny on Mjolnir. She hooks the outer leg. We got one, we got two, and a kick out at two. Weaver up on the second rope, just watching Mjolnir. Now giving her a bit too much time to recover as she hits a hell of a big boot. Might have turned Weaver inside out. And now Mjolnir just taking it in. Gets another forearm on Weaver. A second one dropping her. And now heads up to the top herself. Weaver in a seated position on the outside. Ref counting slowly. Jotun Queen gets off the top rope. Gets to the outside herself. He starts to count that way. Puts her into the corner. Tries to hit her with a back elbow. Weaver goes around the back. Oh, God. Rolled her up and hit a hell of an enziguri. Mjolnir counters with a fireman's carry. Both of them through hands for a little bit. Now Weaver dropping Jotun Queen onto the ring apron. Count of 6 from the ref. Both of them get back into the ring. As Weaver starts now just working at the legs of Jotun Queen, but a hard right breaks up that submission. Doesn't matter what submission you lock in. If someone hits you hard enough, you're gonna let it go. Now Jotun Queen slaps her across the face, going all the way up to the top. Jesus Christ, we might have a Weaver pancake. Onto the thinly padded concrete floor. Christ almighty. Gets off a back elbow. Weaver blocks it. Now just unloading on Mjolnir. Mjolnir catches the kick though. Hits an elbow of her own. Whips Weaver right into the ring and follows suit. Not letting her get too much momentum on the outside. Hooks in, I think, a camel clutch. But Weaver slips out the back. And now just clubbing overhead shots to the spine as Weaver locks in a bow and arrow lock. Good old submission wrestling, but had to let it go. Not sure for what reason. Weaver holds Mjolnir over the shoulders, drops her onto the top rope. Now Weaver measuring Mjolnir, kicks her in the gut again, looking for the weave of destiny. Hits it off. Second time near a corner. We got one, we got two, and Mjolnir kicks out. Jotun Queen Mjolnir. Pretty much at this point, it's just a battle of endurance. See what she could waver in the tide of Danny Weaver. Kind of warpath she's carved out. I can only imagine it's going to stay this way for so long. Right now, Weaver putting on a clinic. He hits a switch kick to the jaw of Mjolnir. Now heading up to the top. It's off. Oh! Corkscrew moonsault. Now measuring Mjolnir. We can put the finishing touches. Tries to go, I think, for another Weave of Destiny. Mjolnir counters. Hoists her up. And hangs her out to dry on the top. Now just with the head cranks. I think you hear the cracks. And Weaver's neck with each one of those. Now Mjolnir measuring Weaver. Brings her in, and ladies and gentlemen, I think we may be seeing Jotunheim's hammer. She drops her, hooks the leg. We got one, we got two, and we got three. Jotun Queen Mjolnir putting Danny Weaver down quick. Rivering the storm and then showing Weaver how it's really done. Offers a hand, but second time tonight, someone's not happy with the results of a match. Jotun Queen happy with her win, her persevering nature showing there, but I'm not sure if Weaver was all too happy about the results. I can only imagine how upset, but all around, I'd say it was a damn good match. Jotun Queen gains a win. Move on to, I believe, a debut match. Stevie Richards make his debut against Thin Bone Jabron. Curryman came to me earlier, well, during, I think right before the Calbeard and Dwayne fight, after he had the match with Carter, and he told me, I have someone who's gonna fight Thin Bone later tonight, keep an eye out. I can only imagine this is because Thin Bone decided to go low and get a bit dirty. I can only imagine. We'll see how that one lines up.
Making his way to the ring from Limbo, weighing in at 150 pounds, the ladies' man, Adam.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thin Bone Jabron. We know him. You may not love him, but he's trying. He's giving everything he's got. Thin Bone, new to the world of pro wrestling, hasn't even had a year in a professional wrestling ring, hoping that jumping in the deep end will help him learn how to swim, force him to sink or swim. So far, we've been seeing his match results. While he hasn't gotten his first win in DKW, he is getting better with each match. It looks like soon we could have a potential, well, I'm not gonna lie to myself and say we may have a potential champion in Thin Bone, because it's Thin Bone. But he's learning.
His opponent from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 220 pounds, Steven Richards.
Stevie Richards. First appearance here in DKW in his debut match. Heard a good bit about this man from Curryman. Apparently they are both pretty good friends. Stevie told me, at least Curryman told me, that Stevie's gonna be out here kicking Thin Bone's ass. His words, not mine. And making him pay for going low. So a good way to tie into this one. I can only imagine that we're gonna be seeing CAWS go out over here. Good old Stevie. Stevie Richards. Thin Bone in one corner, Stevie in the other. Ref checks on both of them, rings the bell, and here we go. And Stevie immediately takes out the legs from underneath Thin Bone. Quick to beat down Thin Bone Jabron. Like I said, oh God! He's coming out here with the intention of making him pay for what he did to Curryman. Low blow was a bit too much as Stevie off the top. Moonsault! And Thin Bone really feeling it, but Thin Bone catches the kick, twists the leg, and now he's starting to get some momentum. Hits a leg drop. Now Thin Bone just unloading kicks, chops, leg drops, whatever he can get. Works a snapmare and gets Stevie right back down to the ground. Now Thin Bone starting to work on that collar. Thin Bone brings him in for a neck breaker right there. Thin Bone slowly learning rules of the wrestling world as kick out at one from Stevie Richards. I think over the past few weeks, love him or hate him, he's been gaining some momentum. He's been gaining slowly some experience in wrestling world. Stevie hits off an elbow. Thin Bone slips out the back door, learning a bit more as he tries to hit it up a chop. The Stevie hits a forearm, and now he's in control, just like that. And now, making Thin Bone get real intimate with that top rope. And now just stomping away, working on him. Stevie down for the pin. Kind of wanted a kick out by Thin Bone. Crowd seems to be excited for Stevie Richards. At least this clash between him and Thin Bone. Thin Bone hits off a forearm. Now tries to hit off a clothesline, but Stevie puts him up and hits him with that baseball swing. Of a punch, but Thin Bone gets out of that predicament really quick. Hits him with an overhead strike to the back of the head. Stevie definitely has the height advantage on Thin Bone as Thin Bone runs in with a heavy-handed clothesline of his own. Drops the leg. Thin Bone raising his hand. Going off a bit. He's holding his chest. I think going through a bit of pain here. And gets whipped to the corner. Clothesline. Thin Bone brings him up, brings him in for a hard DDT. Could Thin Bone be closing in on his first win in DKW? We got one, we got two, and a kick out of two. Thin Bone is cannot believe it. Now Thin Bone measuring, I think looking for the bone breaker. And he hits it off on Stevie Richards. Could this be it? Ref down for the count. We got one. We got two. And another kick out by Stevie. Thin Bone trying to lift him up to do a bit more. A knee strike from Stevie Richards. A knee lift. Throws Thin Bone off. Stevie trying to go for some Thin Bone just that little bit quicker than Stevie. Stevie blocks whatever Thin Bone was going for. Another hit over the head. A shot to the back. Trying to go for something. Thin Bone counters with two elbows. And now again brings in Stevie for another hard DDT. Stevie is busted open. Thin Bone, like I said before, getting tougher with every match. Another bone breaker. Hooks the leg. We got one. We got two. And Stevie kicks out again. Thin Bone is beside himself. This sink or swim mentality of Thin Bone's producing some fruit, oddly enough. Only imagine keeps up with this. I might actually have to take back that comment about Thin Bone never being a champion, but Stevie throwing some right hooks of his own, turns Thin Bone around, and oh, a jumping neck breaker. I think Thin Bone's out. Wait a minute. We got one, we got two, and we got three. I think Thin Bone's actually unconscious. Stevie Richards is your winner of tonight's match. Stevie offering Thin Bone a hand, and it's like Thin Bone, I think, learned the error of his ways pretty quick. Taking the hand. Crowd doesn't like him, but maybe getting his ass kicked a bit might have flipped the switch. Stevie Richards gets his first win. Now we go on to our main event of the evening. Main event of the evening. We got Melissa Ewing taking on a Maya Knight.
Making her way to the ring from Beverly Hills, California, the Rocker, Melissa Ewing.
Melissa Ewing. Seen her earlier. We've seen her work together with Amaya Knight. I thought it'd be interesting. Since those two were since Danny Weaver and Mistress were against each other earlier. Now, this match, I didn't make it originally. But looking at it, I thought it would make a bit of sense, you know. You have one team going up against each other. So why not have the others have a friendly little match for the main event? I believe these two women can definitely put on a barn burner of a main event. And they were on good terms. So,
from Seattle, Washington,
Amaya Knight. Saw her earlier too. Whole lot of hands, a whole lot of fighting, a whole lot of combat experience from both of them. Learn to coexist. I think it's only fair to throw them in a ring each other and see how they measure up, so to speak. To shed the ring a few times, so they have a good idea of each other's skill sets and what the other has got. So it'll be interesting. It'll be real interesting. Ewing in one corner, Knight in the other. Let's get this match underway. Collar and elbow tie up. Ewing pushes Knight straight to the corner. Now ref has to get in between him. Max for a clear. Oh, clear break, but Knight catches a hard right from Ewing during that break and right back into the rest hold. Ref's gonna get a clean break this time, but only, oh God, runs in with a clothesline. Ewing is not sparing Knight anything as she hits her with that leg lariat. And Ewing right now showing she's in the driver's seat. She knows how to play dirty when she needs to. But Knight countering, hits her with a kick, and now just unloading a combination of hands is, oh! Ewing slams her face right into the mat. Runs in, double knees. And tries to end out of a kick. Ewing rolls out of the way and hits a single-legged drop kick. Now Amaya Knight unloading on Ewing. Dropping her right on that neck. Drags her out towards the center of the ring. Hooks the leg, ref down for the count. We got one and a kick out of one. Ewing and Knight, like I said before, they've been in a ring together before. They have a good idea. Tries that off a single-legged drop kick. Missed it. Now, Knight just hits off a hard suplex to Ewing. And dropping the knee. Ewing counters with a dragon twist leg whip. These two have been in the ring together several times, so you'd imagine they have a pretty good grasp on each other's move sets. As Knight hits off a running knee that floors Ewing. So you'd imagine they'd be playing to each other's weaknesses. What those weaknesses are, I'm pretty sure they have a better idea than I do. Now Ewing whips Knight over to the ropes, tries it up another single-legged drop kick, or maybe a full one there. As Knight picks her up and drives her down with the Piper's Pit. Picks Knight right back up, tries to hit off that knee. Ewing from behind her hits her with a snap bear and a drop kick. Ewing brings her up. Yeah. Sling blade. Stomping on the arm. Now just working on Knight's arms. Knight counters with a jawbreaker. Flies in with a knee and floors Ewing. Ewing, though, counters. Throws Knight over with the arm drag, and now just overhead shots. Knight counters with a shot of her own. Tries to run in. Ewing dashes in. Hits her with a float over DDT. Ending that little bit of an exchange. Ref down for the count. We got one. And it's done. We got one. Now Ewing nailing off the knees. Throws her over to the ropes. Throws her up into the air, but doesn't do anything else. Now whips her all the way to the other side of the ring. Turns her around. Brings her in for the neck breaker. And it's been all Ewing just making it work for her. Tries to hit off a forearm. Knight counters with a hard left. And now she whips Ewing over to the ropes. Amaya Knight throwing her in the air. A little bit of payback, I guess. Now Knight whips her to the ropes again. Again throwing her up into the air. Gonna continue 3 times. We're throwing her over the top rope. Now bringing her in with a suplex to the inside of the ring. Ref didn't even get the chance to count. As now Knight, I think, looking to put this match away. Looking for the tiebreaker. Goes over to Ewing, gets her up on the shoulders. And drives her down on that knee. Hooks the leg. We got 1. We got 2. And a kick out of 2 from Ewing. Got Knight measuring, Ewing up, but Ewing hits an elbow to counter. Go and float over DDT. No, Knight counters. Now Knight's in a headlock position. Puts her arm behind her and drops her. Jesus, that could have broken something. Now Knight looking to put Ewing away, I think. Brings her in for the Midnight Rampage. Down on to the cover. Ref down for the count. We got 1. We got 2 and another kick out from Ewing. Knight cannot believe it. Knight showing off a bit, I think, blowing off a bit of steam, trying to keep herself calm. He hits off a clothesline, second one, and a single-legged drop kick. The combination short but sweet, gaining a bit of momentum. And now she brings her in again, lifts her on the shoulders for the Piper's Pit. And just like that, I think that might be the end of the match. Ref down for the count. We got 1, 2, and we got 3. Amaya Knight picks up the win in our main event match. GG. That last bit of reserve energy Knight had saved up just unleashed it all in that final match. I don't think Ewing was too happy about the match result. I can only imagine. What this would go. But with this main event match, that's where we'll have to call it a night. Thank you all for showing out, for showing up so much. Thank you for the host. Thank you for people coming by and actually watching the show. It really does mean a lot. It always means so much when people are willing to set aside an amount of time to come support, watch, and spend their most valuable commodity. But naturally, as we come to the end of the show, I should look for someone to raid. It'd be a nice time to look for something. go raid him. So we are gonna go raid someone else who's doing WWE right now, hosting their own eFed. We're gonna go raid Dazul RGB, a good friend to the channel. Also created Melissa Ewing, so I think it'd be nice to drop in and kind of let him know how things are going. He is hosting his own show. I believe it is Women of Wrestling. So it's all women's federation. He has a very good time with it. So I think it's only right that we go in, we give him some love. And next week I have an idea of something I want to throw out, but it might be a bit until I can get it fully fledged out. All I can say is that we have a good amount of wrestlers in the male division, so I think it's time to, how do I say, bring out the magnum opus. I think that'd be nice. So thank you to you all for showing out. Thank you all for being here. We're gonna go raid Dazul. We'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for D&D, or if you're here just for wrestling, we're gonna be here same time next week, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all for coming. I'll see each and every one of you beautiful people in the next one. Sayonara.